everyone for joining this meeting. This what we call it a coffee webinar to showcase the results of Tropa Verde project, what has been reached so far among the different partners. I apologize, we cannot offer you a real coffee, so we will make a little coffee break at some stage. We have a nice small group of some over 30 people registered, mostly members of ULG members from the different partners. So most of you do know Tropa Verde good practice, but we also have some newcomers, people from URBACT Secretariat joining. Hi, Julien, I think you're there. And
hello, good morning.
Good morning. And we've also shared the link with the different our peers, counterparts from different URBACT networks and contacts. So probably some other experts and cities out of our network might join or are joining. So thanks for joining us. It's a real pleasure to be able to share a bit, even in a very short and digital time, all the efforts, most of the efforts carried out by our partners within the past couple of years to try to transfer Tropa Verde to the different cities. As you probably all have seen the agenda, the idea is to have some couple of roundtables, some kind of pitching session to quickly get to know what has been carried out, what have been the key challenges, what have been the key progresses or the key difficulties for different partners. We are going to have different kind of formats of presentations, mixing videos and PowerPoint presentations, and also sometimes for question and answers, of course. The session is being recorded thanks to our friend, host, list partner from Santiago de Compostela, who are recording and will make the session available for everybody afterwards. And please remember and do not hesitate to use the chat to already include any questions that you might have. We will have a look at it. Right now I'm sharing my screen, full screen. I don't see the chat, but I know Carme is reading it as well, and we'll have a look at it during the different presentations. So this is our program. We hope to finalize by 11:45, 12 the latest. And I don't want to be too long in this introduction. Most of you already know what Tropa Verde is about, and for those who don't know it, you will discover it through the morning. There is no need to introduce in depth the good practice right now. Just this slide to remind you that Tropa Verde is about engaging people towards recycling, towards sorted waste. First of all, the target is to engage citizens, of course, to sort and to sort waste and recycle, but there is a lot of other parallel engagement that when you are a user or citizens of Tropa Verde you might not see, and that is what the partners have been working on a lot in the past couple of years. Because if the people using Tropa Verde system and platform will get vouchers and discounts when recycling. This is thanks to a huge network of collaborators, many of you all here today, from different waste collection points, not only the usual existing ones, but also new ones like social centers joining the project to help to collect certain waste depending on their capacities and possibilities, and a lot of local sponsors, both public and private ones, from local shops to public services, from local transports to discount in a restaurant, in a shop, and so on. And everything with the support of this online web platform that makes the project and the good practice looking as a very technological one, but at the end of the day, the technology is a tool to help us, but we really need face-to-face contacts, and we need people to travel to the waste collection points, and we need people to go to the shops and enjoy the discounts and so on. So of course, we will discuss also this morning, I'm sure, and in the question and answer sessions and in some presentations about the COVID situation, how it has affected us. Fortunately, most of the partners have been able to progress well despite this. So, well, to start, Santiago de Compostela has a little video that show you, explains you how Tropa Verde good practice works. So let's start with this. Eva or Carme, I think you are sharing the video. You have, and
hello everybody, welcome to this meeting. We have thought that it was interesting to record a video that explains the way the project works. Yvan has explained very well, but we think that a visually format it will serve to engage people to this project. So we have the participation in this project of 2 persons participating in the ULG Santiago de Compostela. One person is Lupe, is a civil servant of the city council, and another person is Cristina. She's the owner of the Chafaris shop. It's a toy shop, and she is one of the local sponsors of the project. This is a little introduction, and if you want, we are going to see the video.
We don't see it yet, Eva.
Eva, we don't see it. You have to share your
share the screen, the video. Open. Share that screen of the video and open it full screen. Yes.
Now?
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Ezcurra, soy la técnico de proyectos europeos del Concello de Santiago y os doy la bienvenida a este pequeño vídeo explicativo de cómo funciona el proyecto europeo Tropa Verde. Empezó a funcionar en Santiago en el año 2015, llevamos ya 5 años de trayectoria y en este vídeo también vamos a dar paso a que otras personas que participan en el proyecto a través del grupo local URBACT expliquen su experiencia en el mismo. El proyecto Tropa Verde a nivel local cuenta con varios actores claves. En primer lugar está la ciudadanía, porque el proyecto de lo que se trata es de que los ciudadanos adquieran hábitos respetuosos con el medio ambiente. Por eso el proyecto europeo Tropa Verde lo que hace es premiar a los buenos recicladores. Por el otro lado, el Concello, a través de los centros socioculturales que están en la ciudad y en el área rural. Y por último, las entidades colaboradoras, que son las empresas que ofrecen recompensas por las buenas prácticas recicladoras de la ciudadanía. La dinámica de participación en el proyecto es muy sencilla. La ciudadanía se acerca a los centros socioculturales o bien a los puntos limpios de la ciudad, como el del Tambre y el de Piñor, y deposita allí sus residuos. Una vez que se entregan esos residuos, las personas que están al frente de esos centros te dan un cheque. Luego ese cheque entras en una plataforma en internet que se llama Tropa Verde y intercambias ese código por estrellas. Una vez que acumulas un número de estrellas, puedes canjearlas por recompensas en las entidades colaboradoras, bien descuentos en las compras o bien regalos directos.
Son Guadalupe Rodríguez Silva, son técnica no Concello de Santiago, na rede de centros socioculturais, e hoxe temos a oportunidade de presentar unha iniciativa moi interesante. Tropa Verde achegouse á nosa rede de centros como un proxecto interesante que era a recollida de pilas, a recollida de aceite, a recollida de todos esos materiais que fan a veces que o noso entorno e o noso medio ambiente non sea todo agradable que quixéramos. E o noso objetivo? Pois o noso objetivo é achegarnos cada vez a máis espacios cidadáns, achegar á cidadanía a posibilidade de reciclar e achegalo ao seu barrio, que é máis cercano, xa non pode ser. É unha iniciativa que está tendo moito éxito, que esperemos que siga continuando ao longo de moitos anos, por nós e polo medio ambiente.
Os he querido enseñar. Esta tienda se llama Chafariz, está especializada en juguetes para público infantil. Su filosofía de trabajo, que busca concienciar a los más pequeños también de la casa de la importancia de tener hábitos respetuosos con el medio ambiente y aumentar la sensibilización medioambiental.
Cris, da xoguetería Chafariz. Procuramos sempre buscar xoguetes que non solamente faigan traballar a creatividade dos nenos, ademais non temos xoguetes con pilas, sino que o que procuramos tamén é que señan respetuosos co medio ambiente, que non empreguen ningún tipo de elemento tóxico. Levamos 4 anos abertos e dende o 2017 comezamos a colaborar con Tropa Verde. Nos pareceu un proxecto moi interesante e que ademais sintonizaba moi ben coa nosa filosofía de tenda. En realidade os nosos clientes tamén están contentos de que nós colaboremos con eles porque fomentamos a reciclaxe o mesmo que facemos na nosa tenda, é dicir, produtos ecolóxicos, produtos sostibles, que respeten o medio ambiente, e iso mesmo é o que busca tamén a Tropa Verde, a reciclaxe e o respeto polo medio ambiente.
Thank you. Thanks, Eva, for the presentation you've prepared for our meeting of today. I think it's very nice for everyone to see how it works in the real world, in the streets, in the shops, in the centers that collect the social centers that collect certain waste in Santiago. At the end, you have shown also some huge important numbers of users. Tropa Verde has been working for several years very well in Santiago, as you have mentioned. And this is what has been transferred to the partners within these transfer networks to the different cities. So according to the program of today, we have 4 of the partners are going to present their results. And the first one to start is Pavlos Melas. So the presentation will be by Mateusz Asteriou, who is the project coordinator for Pavlos Melas, and the person who has been together with his team and his local councillor, who is present here today as well, fighting very much to make this happening in Pavlos Melas. And I have to say that I'm very proud of what you have achieved so far, despite these difficult times. So it's your turn, Mateusz. The screen is yours. I'll let you share your presentation.
Okay, thank you, Yvan. Good morning to all of you. It's really nice at least to see you under these circumstances. Before starting my presentation, I would like to say thanks to my partners from Greece that are here, to Ms. Maria Papoutsi from the National URBACT Point, Mr. Giorgos Ifadis from a local environmental center, Chrysanthi Pandu from Ionian Recycling, my Vice Mayor Sakis, my colleague Stelios, and of course, Philip Ganoulis, who is an expert in waste management and really assists us a lot in this effort. So let me share my screen and start just a short presentation about what we've done so far concerning the implementation of the program. Okay. So, just a few things about, I'm not going to have it in full screen, just a few things again for those who don't know where is my municipality. Okay, Greece again is located at the southeast part of Europe, and my municipality, as you can see at the next image, is at the northern part of Greece. Actually, my municipality is part of the metropolitan municipality of Thessaloniki. We are located at the northwest point of the city. Our population reaches almost 100,000 inhabitants. For an urban municipality, we have quite a big area to manage, almost 2,400 hectares. 6% of the area is an urban area, and the rest of it is a peri-urban area. And we have a low demographic aging indicator, which is very important for us concerning a few things that I'm going to tell you later. So, the municipality of Pavlos Melas. Of course, we are in Greece. Our annual income varies between 15,000 euros and 18,000 euros, more or less, 45% working population, and we have high unemployment rate. And our main challenge to face, apart from improving the living conditions in my municipality and foster economic growth, is to encourage some initiatives in social economy, and these are linked to our effort about applying Tropa Verde in my place. So, concerning environment, we have a deteriorated peri-urban environment. Still, we are close to important Natura 2000 sites, but we have a long way to implement an integrated and sustainable waste management system. So, our main goal, and I think the contribution of Tropa Verde to this goal, is to improve our waste management system in order to be more sustainable and in order to succeed in fulfilling the goals concerning the recycling percentages that we have set due to national and European legislation. And what are these? We have the directive, the European directive concerning recycling. We have a national management plan, and also we have a local one and a regional one, which specifies and elaborates the national directions or European directions concerning recycling. So, as far as the municipal waste management plan is concerned, we are still away from the goals concerning recycling, though we have made some steps the last 5 years. What we should do? yesterday, but anyway, tomorrow, is we need to increase recycling, source sorting, reusing up to 65% concerning paper, plastic, and metal and glass. And I'm really emphasizing these streams of wastes because these are the streams that we have so far included in Tropa Verde program. So we have to reach 50 to 70% of recycling for wood products, and we have to reduce biodegradable waste to 60% until 2020, whatever. So the current waste management system in my municipality is as follows. We are producing almost 36,000 tons per year of wastes, and we dispose them at the sanitary landfill, which is run by a municipal association. The annual cost that my municipality needs to pay reaches up to 1,300,000 euros, and the waste management system is a part of the mechanism of the municipality. So we have it as a separate department which belongs to my municipality. We have made some fragmented recycling initiatives, and our main challenge to face is to encourage recycling, reuse, source sorting with the participation of many stakeholders in order to reduce the production of solid waste. So, as far as the implementation of the program, we have included so far 4 waste collection streams concerning aluminium, paper, plastic, and frying oils. We have established 5 small green spots in certain neighborhoods of my municipality. 40 municipal employees are involved in the program. It's an interdepartmental participatory effort, and we have reached and operate the platform since this July of this year, which means we were very ambitious about July because we thought that the problems of the pandemic were about to finish. Still, we have some interruptions, though we are optimistic that the situation will get better soon and we will continue our efforts about Tropa Verde and its implementation in my municipality. Concerning the stakeholders that we have engaged so far, of course, it's the board of directors and the municipal staff concerning my municipality. We are trying to make some connection with the Ministry of Environment as well as with the regional authority. And to be honest, especially for the regional authority, we have good connections and they are really willing to support our initiative concerning Tropa Verde. We have some collaboration with universities and NGOs, but I think that we can get better concerning this type of stakeholders. We have huge cooperation with the schools and with the community and organization concerning the education system of Greece. We have the local environmental education center, and I think Mr. Yorgos Fadis is attending the seminar, who really support us a lot. We have a big network of schools that are willing to participate. Still, at the moment, schools are closed, so we cannot do many things apart from discussing and exchanging ideas with teachers and professors. Of course, residents is something very, very important for us to convince them to participate. We're getting better. Still, there are many things to do. And we have to communicate and collaborate with the municipal association that manages the landfill, and they're about to support us as well. Apart from that, we have a good connection with those who manages recycling materials, collaborative schemes mainly, Ionia Recycling, and Ms. Chrysanthi Padou, who attends the meeting, works with us in order to recycle frying oils. So this is what we've done and what we have accomplished. As we discussed yesterday, almost 410 people have registered so far in the platform. Actually, but just half of them are very, very active in bringing recycling materials and get vouchers. The average age of the users is between 35 and 50 years old, and this is mainly because people of greater age is difficult to participate due to the way that Tropa Verde works concerning, the use of devices, electronic devices so far. But what we will think of how to manage this situation and get more and get older people in Tropa Verde. Almost 30 rewarders supports our initiative, and at least 15 more are to come soon after lockdown. The situation is quite pessimistic, so it is difficult now to go there and ask them for helping us. But they promised that once lockdown ends, they will participate, giving more rewards. We have almost 30 rewards, and so far we have redeemed 2,000 vouchers. There is a high demand for supermarkets and food products concerning rewards, and this is mainly because these are the only shops that are open during lockdown. We have a very low demand concerning catering and coffee stores, though some good coffee stores of our area participates, but they are closed, or people, even when they were open, people were afraid to visit. That's it. And due to that, what we have succeeded, I tried to make in some tables the main results of the implementation of the program during the first 3 months of the implementation. It's not, we have succeeded a lot concerning the way we get the recycling materials. The problem is that we don't have a local green point to support the initiative, so we just have some green spots around the area. I'm working really hard and really collaborative with Saki Lazaridis in order to establish the big green point, but there is much time to do it. It will take some time. So we have these results in kilograms, but these kilograms means many bags of recycled materials. So you can see in the first column the results for the first 3 months. Imagine that August is a month for holidays for the Greeks, and especially this year, most of the people went back to their villages in order to be away from an urban center due to the pandemic. So many people were not at the municipality during August. So this is what we have succeeded. We are doing quite well concerning frying oil, and these are the other results. The second column shows our goal concerning the national registration. This is the goal, the annual goal for 2020, and let's say it's also the same goal for 2021. And at the last column, we can see the contribution to the fulfillment of the goal concerning the materials we have gathered so far. It's very low, but imagine that was just the beginning. So maybe it's not good to show it, but I will explain you later why I made this comparison. So if we make an annual deduction concerning the 3 months implementation to 12 months, we can see that with the quantities we have gathered so far, that means that in the last column, you can see that this is the contribution that we would have had if we made this annual deduction. So you can see that frying oil goes quite well, and there is many steps to do in order to make Tropa Verde contributable to the other goals. But still, it's a great way for us in order to convince people to start recycling. So it's not only quantities, but the qualitative data is difficult to deduct up to now. Probably by March, we have some more qualitative data about how people's perceptions have changed so far. In order to fulfill the goals that we have set, actually, what we need to do, actually, we made many computations, and in order to get these goals is to increase the number of users to at least 3,000 people. So it's 3,000 users out 100,000 people in the municipality. So with not many things that we have done so far, and with not great campaigns, we have succeeded to have 400 people. So this is something that it can be done. by May to have 3,000 people and not 15, as I initially said in my transfer plan, Yvan, unfortunately, and this is due to the pandemic, actually. So we need to in order to fulfill the goals and take into account that the users will double their visitation to the green spots, we need to increase the number of users up to 3,000. Also, we need to increase the number of rewarders to at least 100 in order to accommodate the users. And also we need to increase the number of rewards. And especially we have to put some emphasis on supermarkets and food retailers. We must implement an extensive communication plan. I will tell you a few things right after that. And we need to engage more stakeholders in order to multiply our efforts and create synergies concerning the implementation of the program. So, as far what it is left now for us actually is to make a very, very coherent and ambitious communication plan. We are planning to start it in February. Now we are working very, very, very hard in order to schedule what we will include in the communication plan. We are planning to include television and radio spots, educational packages. We have also already created some promotional materials, but we are not going to deliver them before February. It's about, plastic with bamboo glasses and some souvenirs, let's say kitchen gloves, because we want to connect source sorting in the kitchen with the program. And we are planning to make some small festivals in the neighborhoods of the municipality, at least 20 festivals. We hope that from April the situation will get better. Otherwise, we will need to exploit the possibilities that social media gives to us. So, by finishing, some general remarks concerning the implementation of the programs. Our strength is that we have fulfilled all the targets, almost all of the targets, as I told you yesterday, concerning Vox Pops, ULG meetings, and transfer diaries. So that means that now we have all the time to be focused on communication plan. We have the operation of the municipals. We operate the whole network, and there is participation from multiple departments of my municipality which supports the program. It was really hard at the beginning to convince all my colleagues to participate, but to be honest, they truly participate and they are asking for more things. And what is important is not only my municipality, my municipal colleagues is asking for more things to do in order, to disseminate the program and upgrade it, but also the rest of the stakeholders and the people who collaborate are asking for corrections, let's say, concerning the implementation of the program, or they want us to extend the time schedule of the green spots. They want to extend the streams of materials that we receive, which is very, very good for us. That shows that they are really interested in the program. We have some flagship rewarders that support the program. And as I told you before, we have many others, actually. I said 15, but I know that there are many others that they are really willing to support us. The weaknesses is the difficulty in implementing awareness programs so far, apart from exploiting social media. And sorry not to mention, we have created a Twitter account, Facebook account, and Instagram account. And my colleague Stelios Ioannidis will talk to the responsible of Tropa Verde, I think it's Julian, about our accounts in Facebook and so on, in order to get some ideas and also exchange ideas how to exploit social media. There is pessimism due to lockdown, and some rewarders have withdrawn so far. There is lack of prior experience concerning the implementation of smart platforms, though now increase the interest of people about implementing these smart platforms are increasing. The lack of a central green point is a big disadvantage, and I hope we will solve it by the end of 2021 or May 2022. And big problem for us is the business as usual matter in my municipality. People are reluctant to lose their safety, of what they do. and deepen their efforts about participating in the program. So that's all from Pavlos Melas. Thank you for attending, and if you want to ask me anything, I'm all yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the presentation, Mateusz. Very clear. Well done. Again, congratulations for all the efforts and work you have carried out in these past couple of years. For all of you, after next presentation, we'll have a time for questions. So feel free to already write your questions if you want in the chat. I can see already one question from Julien Lambert. You might read it. That's for you, Mateusz. You might read it. We comment it afterwards, and we move to the next one. So I'll give the floor to our friends from Opole Agglomeration. A different kind of structure, different kind of municipality. You will discover we have three kind of profiles of municipalities in this project. So Mateusz Hoek is going to comment the current state, obstacles, and the challenges they've met within the implementation of Tropa Verde in Opole in Poland. So Mateusz.
Hello everyone. The presentation, you can see the presentation, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
It's not
so
full
hello,
screen.
Hello everyone once more. My name is Mateusz Hoek. I'm representing Opole Agglomeration Trust, the Polish partner of Tropa Verde network. And I would like to present you our activities concerning project implementation. So before starting talking about the project, I would like to present you our agglomeration. Here you have three maps: Poland in Europe, our region, Opolskie region in Poland, and our agglomeration located in the central part of Opolskie region, near to the border with Czech Republic. We are located about 50 kilometers from the Czech border, and we are cooperating very, very strongly with our Czech partners, especially with our neighborhood agglomeration, Olomouc agglomeration. Some numbers about our area. We are established in 2012. We are working in integrated territorial investment formula. We cover area of 2,370 square kilometers, and we have more than 330,000 inhabitants. We have 21 member municipalities. The capital of region, city of Opole, about 120,000 inhabitants, and 20 surrounding municipalities. Our trust represents Opole as the main city of the region and 20 surrounding municipalities. We are also acting as an intermediate body of regional operation and program for Opolskie Voivodeship, and we are participating in the distribution of EU funds. It's about more than 70 millions of euro from ERDF and ESF. Those projects are implemented in the formula of ITI and co-financed by EU funds within regional operation and program. We are also doing our own projects. Tropa Verde is one of them, but we have also other projects financed by European Union within the Interreg Europe program and Interreg Czech Republic Poland program. Okay, let's skip to the slides about the Tropa Verde project. As about the current state of implementation in Opole agglomeration, we are not as advanced as Pavlos Melas, but we are trying to do our best. The situation with COVID complicated, our approach. But the first thing what I want to tell you about is that the Polish version of the website is fully functional. So it works without any problems. For the moment, we have also uploaded 14 description of 14 cooperating green points. We have also 7 agreements signed with our member municipalities. 14 more are being signed, and I think they will be ready in the middle of December. At the beginning of December, we also do organize an ULG meeting for those municipalities who have not signed agreements yet. We also pre-selected the list of sponsors. We have about 80 potential sponsors indicated by member municipalities. Those are public institutions as well private companies. Many of them also cooperated with us within our other project, co-financed by the European Union within the Regional Operation Program. And as about activities related to sponsors, we are planning to organize a special webinar for sponsor the 15th of December this year. As about internet, we have also done our Facebook profile, our Twitter profile, and Instagram profile. As about propagation materials, we have Polish version of leaflet and stickers. Those will be a part of starting kit, which will be given to sponsors and green points. We have also done our form for local sponsors. What else? Among other activities, we have also participated in URBACT campus in 2019. We also have presented the project at the webinars of the Association of Polish Cities. For example, 2 weeks ago, we were presenting the project for representatives of about 400 Polish cities. And also we are presenting our project during our bilateral meetings with our member municipalities. As about obstacles, I think the biggest obstacle concerning implementation of the project in our agglomeration was COVID. Yeah, that's the temporary closure of green points also didn't help us, and we also didn't have any opportunity to meet sponsors personally. So it made a lot of complications. As about challenges, I think the biggest challenge for the moment, also linked with COVID, is the involvement of private sponsors in the projects. We will not have any problems with involving public institutions, but I think due to the very difficult economic situation, the private sponsor may be not ready and willing to join the project, but we will try to convince them. Also, we have a small problem with participation of smaller municipalities from rural areas, but as I mentioned before, the 1st of December, we will organize a special meeting for them and try to convince them to take a part in this project. And the last challenge, it's the issue from last week's, because Opole city bought some bottle vending machines, and we will try to make an integration of those machines with Tropa Verde portal. Yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you for your attention.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks, Mateusz. Thanks for a sharp but very clear presentation. So for all participants, as you've seen, it's a different profile. We have 3 kind of profiles of partners in our group of in our URBACT project. 2 of them are district areas of a wider metropole, like Pavlos Melas you have seen, which is part of Thessaloniki, and this includes a lot of additional difficulties also due to competencies and responsibilities towards recycling. As for Pavlos Melas, we also have Zugló Municipality, who is going to present after the coffee break their progress as well. We have 2 agglomerations with the additional difficulties for them to include a larger number of municipalities. These 2 are Opole and Nice Agglomeration, who is present today as well, plus the two municipalities of Santiago, of course, and of Guimarães in Greece. So that's three different kind of profiles with different kind of difficulties and level of implementation. But it was a great and positive surprise to see and to discover during the whole process that the ones with more difficulties have managed to already reach the target and transfer the good practice. So very well done to both of you. We have a little time. We are a little bit of delay, but it's fine. We can take 5-10 minutes for questions before a coffee break. So as I said, you can ask if you want to ask question directly through the phone, write it in the chat and we'll give you the floor. And otherwise, you might write your question directly in the chat. There is already one from Julien Lambert from URBACT Secretariat, which is good to break the ice. It is a question for you, Marios. What do you mean by the lack of central green points? You mentioned in your presentation you've created local green points in Thessaloniki. Julien, maybe you want to talk.
Yeah,
your microphone is on.
Yeah, be more precise. It's because you identified it as a weakness, but what have you tried to change it, or what happened? Why don't you have a central green point? What happened in your municipality to get to that point?
Okay, Julian, thanks for the question. It is just that in our municipality, we just do not have a central green point to gather recycling material or material that are directed for reuse. And now we are working on scheduling where to locate the green point and how it will be, and how big or small and what kind of streams we will get. By the end of this year, we have to submit a proposal. We know the budget of constructing the central green point of the municipality, and I hope that this proposal will be admitted by the funding program in order to be implemented. Apart from that, it does not mean we don't have a well-constructed green point. We have made something like green point to gather the main recycling materials, but it's not well organized. So we are trying to establish something well organized that can accept all the recycling material from the municipality. I don't know if I answered to what you said.
Yeah, good. So it's just like a lack of infrastructure to
yeah,
okay.
that's it.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this is also somehow linked to the competencies we mentioned before, the fact that previously and now they are increasing their competencies in Pavlos Melas, and the project helps them to promote it, but the responsibilities previously to collect the waste was, if I'm not wrong, Marios, it was of regional authorities in Greece.
Yeah. It's we, as a municipality of Pavlos Melas, we gather all the waste of our municipality. So it's a department that belongs to the municipality, but the subsequent management of the waste is run by a municipal association. This is what you asked, Yvan?
Yeah, no, yes, I was mentioning the fact that for the central bigger green points as well. I mean, you collect, but then the treatment as well afterwards.
The treatment
it goes to other.
Yeah, it's run by regional authority. So the system is quite strange. Let's say for me, we have just a blue bin that gathers all the streams of municipal material that subsequently they go to designated companies that they sort the materials. This situation might continue in parallel with the municipal green point in the very beginning, and then I think that the municipal green points will take all the activity of recycling. So it's a transforming period, let's say, for recycling Greece. What I wanted to mention actually concerning Tropa Verde once more is that for us as a municipality that we didn't have good prior experience in concrete recycling program is the fact that Tropa Verde helped us a lot to change our mentality about the way we think of of managing recycling material and the way and gave us ways to approach people and citizens in order to convince them and get these recycling materials.
Great, thank you, Marius, for the clarification. I don't know, do you have any other question? Any participants? Otherwise, I'll make a question to break the ice as well. So I had one question, a positive one to both of you, Mateusz and Marius, to think also positively. I would say, what is the issue with the progress you've made and so on related to your incorporation of Tropa Verde good practice? What is the issue that you are most proud of? Because you should be proud of yourself. So, Mateusz, you want to answer first?
Okay. So as I said before, we are not as advanced as Pavlos Melas or Zugló, but I think the biggest issue for us was the implementation of the website, because yeah, it was a little bit complicated. It took a lot of time for translate it, but it works. It's fully functional, and I think yeah, for the moment, it's our biggest success.
And don't be too shy. The fact that you are managing to involve all your municipalities, we know what it is. I mean,
yeah, that's for sure. Yeah,
it's definitely something you should be proud of. I mean,
especially if you have to convince some of them that this project is useful, because it's not, the reality is not so perfect. Because sometimes we meet problems, yeah, especially on the local level. So, but I think we'll manage it, and till the end of the year, all our municipalities will join the project. Yeah. And in our case also, the very important is that we are also implementing other projects concerning educational activities related to waste management. It is financed from EU funds within the regional operation and program. So it was also quite big success to to make those activities together. So yeah.
Yeah, it was good to link them. Marius, what is your most point you are most proud of?
Yeah. Tell me, Yvan, I'm not thinking of something particular to say. It's just the fact that we are implementing the program. I'm really proud of that. The fact that finally the Tropa Verde, I was really afraid at the very beginning, and I was really shy to talk. When we met, I thought that we wouldn't be able to implement the program, but I'm really proud that we have succeeded as a big team, a big municipal team of 40 people, to make all the network, to go out, to convince people and citizens to come, to get the rewarders, to launch the platform and to work and operate properly the platform. But I'm not satisfied with that. I want to do it even better, and my vice mayor and my colleagues want to do it better. So I'm really proud with the prospect, actually, that Tropa Verde has for us. I'm really proud with the fact that I convince everyone that Tropa Verde is the tool in order to increase recycle. As all of us, I'm very environmentally sensitive concerning the situation of the environment, and I think this is a great tool in order to succeed in creating and in cultivating environmental conscience in citizens' mind and in my colleagues. So it's very important for me that we have implemented the program, and also I'm very proud that I've succeeded to convince them to have environmentally friendly approach, let's say, behavior.
Yeah, no, you should. I mean, great job. When we think that 2 years ago, Tropa Verde, I mean, apart from the couple of people who started with the project, it was something totally unknown in Greece and in Thessaloniki and in Pavlos Melas. Started like from nothing, and now you've got users, you've got rewarders, you've got it's already implemented, it's translated, so it's a huge job done. Yes, Karim.
And the last thing, and we have made a big program for next steps because of Tropa Verde. So Tropa Verde was, the incentive in order to be very concrete in what we really need to construct in my municipality. And finally, we realized that, okay, we just need to work and we will succeed.
Great. Thanks. Congrats to you, all your team, and also to Sakis, your vice mayor, who is here today, who has been leading and participating in all the meetings, also in ULG meetings, and have always taken it, supporting it very closely. There is one I would say one last question before we make a 5-minute breaks from Aldo Vargas, National URBACT point from Poland. He has a question to Mariusz. So Aldo, you might either write it or just pick up the microphone. It's yours. I think you can.
Yes, you hear me?
Yes.
Do you hear me? Perfect. Thank you very much. Well, Mariusz, I'm very excited to hear about your successes. And I'd like to know a little bit more how you succeed to convince all your partners, because it's not always an easy task to convince all the partners in the local group, especially like in the case of, for example, bigger groups, functional areas like agglomerations. There are some participants, some representatives of other of the members of this agglomeration, that some of them are very positive, some are less positive, and there's always this struggle about convincing them that it's in their good interest to participate and join the team and do it all together. If you could explain more or less how you succeed to convince all the players that it's worth it taking part of this process.
Okay. Aldo, to be honest, it's not that we have succeeded in convincing all the players. We just have succeeded in convincing many players. There are many others to convince, and there are many people that they are reluctant to participate, of course, and we have to overcome this obstacle. So it's not all, it's many. To be honest, my municipality for the last 5 years has been working very hard in order to increase the levels of recycling materials in my municipality. Already, we've been working very hard with the local schools and the general with the people that come from the educational departments, and they supported us a lot. And also, so all the students supported the initiative, as well as all the parents of the students. So we had great support of the educational community, and we succeeded. And so, but the educational community and the parents of the children and so on, there are parts of other groups. So we had this multiplying effect due to the cooperation with local schools. Apart from that, we've been out a lot. I'm a municipal employee, but I didn't mind. I've been out. I've been working with Sakis, with my colleagues, and we've been out trying to convince the rewarders and the other groups. But I was always saying that it's not something optional. We must do recycling. So either you want or you don't want, recycling percentages should increase. It is something that they really understood, people in my municipality, once I told them that it's not a short-term goal, it's a long-term goal, and we must increase the number of material. And I realized that people finally in Greece are environmentally friendly, but just they didn't know the way how to express their worries concerning recycling. It's not that we have succeeded that many things, but we have succeeded a lot of things. So we worked really hard with schools and the local education system in general, and that support us. That had a multiplying effect. And also we've been out a lot. We've been made many group meetings or even face-to-face meetings with people. Some with some key stakeholders, and they supported us. So I think these are two reasons, and we truly believe in that. And we are people that we really didn't get offended by some certain behaviors, we just continue. That is for me.
Thanks a lot. It's very, very relevant what you said. I think it's a good lesson also for the other participants of this network. Especially what you said that you went out and you were speaking to people. Going out and speaking to people, to especially key players, is an important thing to do. Not only keep closed meetings with a closed circle of stakeholders, but to going out and convincing. It's a very important thing to do. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you both. Thanks, Aldo, for the question, and Marius for your clear answer. Yeah, the going out was something also transferred from Santiago from the very beginning, when they explained how they built their network of partners. The team from Teimas, who collaborates closely with Santiago Municipality, explained how they were going one by one to discuss it with the shops and with the local potential partners, and it's been very, very important. It requires some important human resources, time. It's time consuming, but at the end, it's worth the effort. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I promise you to, I told you we cannot offer you a real coffee. We would love to, but at least we can offer you a 5-minute break so that you can grab a coffee or answer a couple of emails if you want. And then we will be back with the last presentations from the experience from Zugló first and Guimarães afterwards. And Santiago will close the round of presentation by presenting their own improvement plans as well, what they are planning to do for the future, what they are working on right now to improve Tropa Verde in Santiago. Okay, so it's 11:06 a.m. Let's meet in 5 minutes. During the break, I'll share my screen. I'll put you a bit of music from Poland as well. Let's share my screen. Okay, I think it's shared. For those who want to stay, it's from a recycled band, a band of music producing, creating instruments from recycled materials. Feel free to grab your coffee and we see each other in 5 minutes.
My name is Zuhal. I'm from Afghanistan. I'm
Sorry,
13 years.
sorry, I have to.
Grzesiu Gówniało, Dominik Stankiewicz. To był energetyczny numer o nazwie Dominox. Ciekawe, kto go napisał. Tak, podczas grania można było za naszymi plecami zauważyć niektóre z naszych zabawek, które zrobiliśmy. Między innymi dzisiaj butlo gitara, butlo bass. Są to instrumenty stworzone, jak zresztą można zauważyć, z 19-litrowych butelek po wodzie mineralnej z dystrybutorów. Od początku instrumentu po sam koniec ciągnie się deska, która ta konkretnie pochodzi z ławki, u kolegi ze starych mebli. Akurat do strojenia służą haki oczkowe, jako progi, szprychy rowerowe. No, wykorzystujemy dziwne rzeczy. Elektronika z drugiej ręki, całkowity koszt takiej gitary to około 30 zł. Oprócz gitar mamy też i perkusję.
Tak, perkusja jest zbudowana z różnego rodzaju puszek po różnych rzeczach, po produktach spożywczych, po farbach, z drewna, z gwintowanych drutów, różnego rodzaju blach, garnków, butli 19-litrowej, części od roweru, kosza na liście, śmieci, wiaderka, rurki, no czego tutaj nie ma, po prostu Kamil...
Hola, Iván.
Hola. Aldo.
Sí.
¿Qué tal? Te iba a preguntar por este apellido.
Sí, es que soy boliviano, soy polaco, pero de origen boliviano, por eso.
Muy bien, encantado.
Mucho gusto también.
Gracias por estar aquí.
Sí, es que tratamos de apoyar bastante a los proyectos URBACT aquí en Polonia, que hay mucho que hacer. Estamos en una situación diferente que, digamos, en España o Italia, donde hay mucha atención y mucho interés en participar en URBACT, debido a que ya se terminaron allá los fondos Cohesion Funds, y por eso los ayuntamientos les interesa mucho en participar en todos otros tipos de proyectos. Mientras que aquí en Polonia todavía beneficiamos de los proyectos, de los fondos de Cohesion Fund. Sí, los grandes. Y por eso a mí me cuesta bastante interesar los ayuntamientos que participen en este tipo de programas, pero con buen resultado. Con buen resultado aquí, por ejemplo, justamente Opole, y la pregunta que yo pregunté, es decir, la aglomeración de Opole, es precisamente porque ese es uno de los problemas que ellos también tienen, que algunos de los ayuntamientos locales no están muy interesados en participar en el proyecto, no todos, solo algunos. Lo que dijo Mario es muy interesante para justamente fomentar ese interés y concentrar en los que quieren participar.
Pues sí, perdona, no sé si yo creo que la conversación creo que no es privada, ¿no? Nos están escuchando todos. Digo,
sí, pero ya comienza la conexión, así que yo me callo.
En castellano, no, por el castellano que van a estar perdidos. Pero sé que estáis en contacto, que estáis apoyando a Opole también, que habéis estado y están trabajando muy bien, así que aprovecharlos como buen ejemplo para dar a conocer el potencial de URBACT, yo creo.
Exacto.
Muy bien, encantado. No. Sorry, we are speaking in Spanish with the Polish URBACT national point. It's got some Latin American origin. And we're talking about these difficulties, last questions, these difficulties sometimes to involve people. I think I don't see all of you on screen, but I think you should be back. I hope you are back. if you want to, yeah, I know I see the screens. I know that you might switch on and switch off your screen if you prefer for the quality of the sound or whatever. But we can start with this second session in order to finalize it at 12 as planned. Okay. So second round of presentation of progress made. We moved from Poland to Hungary, to District Council of Budapest, Zugló. It's the project coordinator László will present first a short video, I think, and after you've got a little PowerPoint, László. We'll have time afterwards to comment everything. Again, here we find partners very committed with the project. We've worked very hard in the first phase of the project. They've faced some difficulties during COVID to engage people, of course, but they've worked very fast in translating and adapting the platform and in launching it. They were the first partner actually to launch the platform already a year ago. But I prefer you, László, to explain and talk about it. So I give you the floor and I let you share your screen and presentations.
Thank you, Ivan. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Thank you. From the Zugló Tropa, there are 4 people here, I guess, in this conversation. Our Vice Mayor or Deputy Mayor Rebecca, and Erwin from the Intermetal Company, and here is somewhere Christoph, I guess. Okay, this is our group now. Let me share my screen, and I like to many facilities too. So this is my presentation. I hope you can see. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
So the Hungarian name of Tropa Verde is Hulladék Pont, means garbage point or waste point. And I don't know too much about the beginning. I joined to the program on the later stage. I don't know anything about the transition period and the first steps. My first step was to organize a mapping about the green points of Zugló. It was a great job, and I think it is a very helpful interactive map on the Google. I can show you later in detail. And the second step was to run a survey about the attitudes and motivations of recycling. And it was very helpful for us to know what do people think about recycling facilities in Zugló. And after that, we organized the ULG, the main partners. Of course, the key partner in this project, FKF, but who is the municipality waste company of Budapest, of the capital, not of Zugló. Zugló only a district of Budapest, but the capital has a big company for waste management and recycling. And the other 2 companies is Intermetal Recycling, and Erwin is here in this conversation. You can ask him too about the recycling situation in Hungary. And the third one is the alliance of smaller and bigger recycling companies of Hungary. It is very helpful, their participant in this project. The main concept, very simply, was to give culture and health for waste. So people collect separately, and we can offer them some cultural and sport events. And Zugló has many nice institutions, cultural houses, a big sport club with swimming pools and wetlands. We have many sport complexes with soccer fields and bodybuilding facilities. And We have even a Philharmonic Orchestra that is very unique, and we are very happy with this. And of course, Zoo of Budapest is located in Zugló, and we have traditional very good connection with them. So the main concept was we would like to give culture and health for the separated collected waste. The next step was to adapt the platform, and it was a success story. We could do it very early, and many thanks for the Timers people, to the Timers people for helping this process. It was a very nice program to us. Or awareness raising campaigns. We have many difficulties with this in this year of course, but last year we had nice festivals and children camps and school actions, and awareness raising is really the main focus in this program, I guess, for the other groups, other Tropa Verde groups too. We started to connect partnership for different companies for reuse. This is Romania, not recycling, but reuse. I think it's a very important stage of waste management. Of course, we have a reuse and education center run by FKF company, and we have good connection with the Hungarian Red Cross, who collects used clothes and shoes and whatever. We have another non-profit network for charity, very similar network to Hungarian Red Cross, and we have a very nice workshop, a civil organization in Zugló called ASTA. They collect every kind of used things, for example, jeans, and there is a manufacturer for doing something useful things from the used materials. We have very nice other synergies in the waste field. We have good connection with the John Goodall Foundation, and last year we had a small campaign to collect used mobile phone and mobile phones, but not only the waste phones, but the usable phones, and the Jane Goodall Foundation can use it in the ancient forests in Africa. It's a very nice project. And the other one, a good connection with the Pontvelem.hu company, is a non-profit company, and in the behind there are companies for collecting batteries, and they have a very good network nationwide, many participants, many schools, and this is very similar to the Tropa Verde concept, but they organized it much earlier, and it's a bigger network, and they organize every year national-wide competitions between schools for collecting batteries and mobile phones and small electronic devices, and we joined to this network in this fall, and this campaign is just has finished, and I don't describe you the results, but in the next days we can summarize how much waste could be collected and whatever. It was a nice project, I guess. Sorry for my English. And we had some other small campaigns. We could give extra points from special efforts. There's a composting program in Zugló, and the people who do compost, we can give them voucher. And in other small campaign, we set up a quiz, and for the resolving the quiz, we could give people special vouchers. We have some grip points in Zugló. This is area, I don't know if you can see my cursors. This is an area of Zugló, and we have some green points where you can get vouchers and green points, and we terribly need more, but very difficult to organize it for a district, and that's why we would like to extend this program in capital-wide, capital scale. So that would be nice if Budapest could continue this program in the followings. We have many sponsors, but of course not enough. We would like to organize much more, but it's very color. If you can see Red Cross Charity, Zoo of Budapest, Ski Club, Pet Shop, Puppet Theater, and whatever. So if people can choose different kind of awards, and it looks very good. So about the challenges, nowadays the green points are still open, if I know well, so people can collect waste and can take it to the green points, but every other thing is closed in Hungary now. Culture houses are closed, secondary schools are closed, no caterings, coffee shops, no pubs, no events, no festivals. So we have very, very bad situation in Hungary related to the COVID disease, and everything is very uncertain, and no one knows what will happen in the next spring. We hope we can continue this program, and we have some troubles with collecting sponsors, and we terribly need a new colleague in this marketing efforts. And so far we have very few transactions, and really have weakness in communication. So I would like to show you a small video. If you, I don't know, how does it work?
Thanks.
Can you see my screen?
We still see the other screen. I think maybe you have to close this or stop sharing it and share again, but this time share the new screen of the video.
Yeah.
If you now you share your screen again where your video is.
Okay.
And it should be working. Now here we see the program.
This is my website. Wait.
You see it, yeah.
I'm very closed.
That's the problem when you have many screens open.
Sorry,
sometimes. Thanks. While you are looking for it, take the opportunity to thank again all your team for every effort you have made. Rebecca leading it. We can see Rebecca here in the video, the councillor. Please go ahead. We don't have the sound. I think we lost it.
Sorry, I'm Carmen Casado for sharing the video, and you have to select the option sharing the sound of the video.
Where can I do that?
When you share a screen.
Oh yeah, I can see.
You can see the check?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait a minute, please.
And you're sure it's the video with subtitles, right?
I have, yes, we have subtitles.
English subtitles, yeah. I didn't see them.
That would be good.
Megramés.
Okay.
Some server error. I don't know what is this. How about this one?
Yes, it works.
There's no text in the music. It's about children education.
Thank you.
I have another video I would like to show you too. I don't know what's happening. So let's forget. Sorry about this. How can I close it here? Sorry, I couldn't show you this video. I hope from my presentation it's very clear what is happening in Zugló.
Thank you. Yes, thanks, László. I think it was very clear. Thank you and all your team, as I was saying, Christoph and Rebecca, your counselor, who has been very committed to the project from its very beginning. I particularly like the fact that within your strategy of rewards, you've focused on health and culture, and you are putting together health, culture, and environment in a same pack. I think it's quite wise. Sorry, there's some noise. Carmen, if you could shut off the microphone of Georgios, please. It generates some noise. Georgios' microphone is on. If you can close it. Thank you.
Well, you can close it.
Thank you. It's done. Okay, so great. We have some time for questions afterwards. Again, all partners feel free to write questions in the chat. We move to the next presentation. Dalila from Guimarães. So we move to Portugal.
Hello.
Hi, Dalila.
From Guimarães, I would like to present our partners that are with us today. By Resinort, it's our waste management partner. It's Célia Almeida that was with us in Nice, either. By Landscape Laboratory, it's Carlos Ribeiro. It's our partner, and he's also a URBACT. He has also a URBACT project by biodiversity goal. And we have Vitros Ambiente, that is our external coordinator partner with Fatima and Lara. Now we don't have Daniel because Daniel is not in Vitros Ambiente. From Guimarães, first I'm going to put a video from our city. It's a 1 minute and a half video from those who don't know Guimarães, and I will like to share with you.
We are not seeing the video.
I was trying to put in the presentation, but it wasn't working good. So I take off the presentation. I'm going to put in the. I think now it's going.
Dalila, do you want we do it? Do you want we share your videos?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's not that videos. It's only if first it's one video. It's not that video that I sent to you. It's one. It's another video.
The video from Alessandra or from?
No, it's that. It's in the end. It's another video.
Okay.
Only I have to share in the screen, you know?
You have to share the screen, yes? And select the video and allow the option of sound.
This is not for blonde girls.
Don't say that.
I'm going to put like this. How can I put the video? Like
just open it and share the screen where you have it.
What, Yvan?
Select your video. You're talking the video as a file. It's a separate file, I think. So you open your file and you share the screen on that file, and it should be working.
Maybe this.
Let's try. No. Okay.
It's not here.
Do you prefer begin for the presentation?
Yes. I cannot.
Yeah. So I think some.
Carlos, como é que eu ponho? Eu depois é o vídeo da Guimarães mais Verde. Deve ter aí, depois podes pôr no fim.
Está bem. Qual deles? Diz-me só.
A última versão de 2018.
Ok.
After Carlos will put that then.
Yes.
I'm going to put in the presentation first.
Okay, so don't forget to share your screen so that we can see the presentation.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want I do it for you?
Now?
I think now it's okay.
Yeah, we see your screen now.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you seeing now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, okay. We are going to talk about Guimarães and our project of Tropa Verde in Guimarães. Our partners are Vitrus, Resin Art, and the Municipality of Guimarães. Guimarães is located in northern Portugal. It is one of the most industrialized regions in the country. Has 1,558 inhabitants, was recognized in 2001 as World Cultural Heritage by UNESCO, was Captain Culture in 2012, and was candidate to Green Capital Award in 2020, and have been in 5th place by 13 candidacies. By Tropa Verde, now we are making the communication phase. We made 3 phases by the communication: information phase, awareness phase, and accountable phase. For information phase, the main point for the first period was, what is this? What's the purpose of that? How I can join? Where are the collecting points? How do I earn with that? It's the questions that we want to ask to the people. And we have made some press release. We are going to do interviews, official public project presentation, project presentation in parish councils. We have 48 parish councils, information videos using Facebooks and websites, outdoors, roll-ups, flyers, and poster and mobile advertising, buses and taxis. After that, we are going to make an awareness phase. After the public is totally informed about Tropa Verde, it's time to call them from the action. And then we must be point reasons why they should be an active part of the project. Environmental events, we are going to make this in an event like Green Week, for example, merchandising distribution, t-shirts, eco bags, pins. Children's activities is an important days with green games like Treasure and Adapted Tropa Verde. School trips to green points, association with schools, scouts, parish councils and Brigadas Verdes. Distribution of communication materials, presence in some main cities events with awareness campaign. And after that, we have an uncountable phase. At this point, we must do our fair part of showing the project results and benefit the most green citizens too. Give presents and benefits to citizens, present the results through reports, press conference, press release, interviews, and then do a project evolution and repair the faults. What are we going to do? Flyers by what is Tropa Verde, what are about Tropa Verde goals, what does Tropa Verde works, what do I need to participate? We are making outdoors, Tropa Verde fight for the environment. Do you want to win gifts for separate your waste? Find out how. And we were going to starting with a video. Hi, do you want to join Tropa Verde? It's so simple. Register in your site, separate your waste, collect stars. The rewards can be offered in our discounts on projects or service. In the process, do not forget to change your habits and join our fight for environment. Join Tropa Verde, now more in tropaverde.PT. These were the most communication we have made in bus stations, in green points, like t-shirts. This is our Tropa Verde fight for environment. We are making stickers for the businesses and the stores, like we are joining Tropa Verde. We have made that for the paid system, and it was good, and the stores wanted that sticks, so we are making sticks for the stores and the business, and we think that it will be a good thing to do, and we are going to make board signs to say where is the green point, where is the where I can give my waste. We are making some designs for this. Now we have we have our vouchers ready. These are our waste voucher. These are our electric voucher. These are our green voucher. These are our oil voucher, and this is our green voucher. These are merchandising that we have made, this will be either rewards to the people. We have made merchandising to begin the project, and then we are making merchandising to rewarding the people. So this merchandising will be in the platform, and the people can be rewarded by this merchandising. Now we have a new waste, and we are going to put this a new rewarding by collecting masks. We are starting a new project with Landscape Lab. The global use of masks are increasing. We are beginning in schools, collecting disposable and reusable masks, recycling masks, manufacturing new products, textile products, outdoor furniture, and wood pellet. Rewarding schools by platform Tropa Verde with new environmental products or service by landscape laboratory partner. This picture here, it's a disposable mask in Guimarães in our river. And this is our collecting point that we have made from this project. Guimarães next steps. We hope to start communication in the streets at March. We will launch the platform. We will contact our other possible private partners after COVID emerging status. We are connecting Tropa Verde with other projects. We think that we will be a little afraid about the involvement of private sponsors after COVID emergency. Let's see, we don't know. And now I can share with you our videos. I think now I know how I can do it. Are you seeing it?
Yes, but we don't have the sound.
Não se vê?
No sound.
And you could also increase the screen to make it bigger.
Yes. Yeah, full. If you can make it full screen. And thanks, Dalila. We didn't have the sound, but we could read it, the subtitles at least, okay?
And to finish, maybe I can put the sound now.
Dalila, if you want, I can share it.
Thank you. If you do, Eva, share Alexandra, please.
Okay.
Alessandra.
Alessandra, okay.
Thank you, Eva.
Momento.
Okay, I have to stop it.
You have to stop yours, yeah.
Yes.
Eva, you should
we are not seeing.
Sorry.
I know you're on it. Thanks for the presentation, Dalila. In the meanwhile, it's good also after to link it to the next presentation from Eva, as you have mostly focused on the what we call communication or public awareness part of Tropa Verde, which is an important part of the project, further to all the work of creating it and all the other part of the project that have been presented by the rest of the partners. Now, as soon as it will be possible to make street communications, to make a real awareness out of the COVID situation, it will be of great importance, of course, because the key challenge is to reach citizens and to reach users. And Eva, yes?
It's ready.
Okay, please go ahead. We don't see it, Eva.
Well, we have problem with this video.
No, we don't see it. Eva, sorry, we don't see it. You might stop it. Okay, okay. Sorry about that. It worked yesterday. It worked yesterday. I don't know what happened. Okay. In any case, as we are, I'm not going to say running out of time, but yes, almost getting close to the end. So I think we can move. Interesting also to see that you are working, campaigning with this new waste of masks. We've been debating about this yesterday and the differences between the different legislations also and difficulties in our countries to treat this waste. And it's good that you use Tropa Verde rewards methodology with the schools. So Eva, if you could shortly, briefly show a bit the improvement part you are working on in Santiago as a final presentation.
Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Our start point is different from the other partners because we have already the platform. Well, this is a plan for improves that we have, that we want to implement it in Santiago. The aim is to raise awareness of the environment in the neighborhood of Santiago de Compostela with recycling and general protection of the environment. Objectives: increase the number of participants, the number of collaborating establishments, local sponsors, increase the number of waste collecting points, and improve the records. This is a bit the figures from the start point and what we want to improve. This is the topics that we want to improve in this new stage. We are going to see it one for one. We have designed a visibility campaign, and we have, I think there's people with the micro. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, because I hear sounds. Could you switch off the other micros? Okay. To improve the visibility of the initiative, we have three friends, Volta, Printo, and 3R. And these three friends will allows us to empathize with children's audience and families. This is the new corporate image. These are stickers in A4 format that we want to place in the door of the sociocultural centers to give more visibility to the collecting waste points. This is a cardboard display that we went to install in the sociocultural centers, and the battery containers will be inserted inside and behind. These exhibitors will serve to make visible the place where to deposit the used batteries, and also like support where to place the explanatory leaflets of the initiative. Also, we want to have leaflets to be distributed in the sociocultural centers. This will be a 8-page brochure in an A5 format. Will contain several activities for children audience, games and such kind of things. Also, we have contract merchandising materials, thinking in an adult audience, umbrellas and folding shopping bags, and thinking in children audience too. Little crystal bottles and lunch bag for carry to school. This will be a good way for children's awareness in environmental topics. Also, we are going to design a card. This will be a A6 format card that will have 10 gaps that will be sealed each time a person deposits their waste at a collecting point. Once all the boxes have been completed, the good recycler will be rewarded with one of the merchandising materials produced that you have seen. Also, we want to change the management model. We want to implement it a direct management system, because now was Tema's company what was in charge of this task, but next year we want that the management system be internal in the Santiago Council, and this system will be led by Economic Development Department. Training sessions are being held by Tema's company to municipal staff in order to learn to manage the platform. Also, we want to collaborate with another departments in the City Council, especially sociocultural departments, environment department, and education department, to explain the loyalty plan in the primary schools of the City Council. Also, we want to improve the check delivery system, because we want to change this paper format for an electronic format to avoid the use of paper. We can also to improve the rewards offered. We want to enhance the local sponsor, and also we want to improve the gifts given by the local sponsor. Also, we want to design a new web, a new more intuitive and simple format, a gaming format design a bit for children, to incorporate these three new friends, Volta, Printo, and Trier, and include the loyalty campaign and membership card information also in the platform. We want to improve Facebook and Twitter social network, and we want to hire also an expert communication company in community management to update the content of the website. And that's all.
Thank you, Eva. You can stop sharing your screen. Thanks for doing it so quickly. I know you had a lot of slides, but I think it was clear and linked to the previous presentation of Dalila, again, focusing now that, I mean, Tropa Verde has been working for many years, and among the improvement, there's a lot linked to give a major, bigger visibility of the activity. Some of the proposal you had are very clear to us since we have visited your social cultural centers with other partners, and we noticed that, for example, they were collaborating very closely with you in collecting like batteries and other kind of waste, but it was not so clear in the space. There was just a little poster somewhere, and now that you are building these not so expensive kind of decoration specific collecting setups, they will gain a lot of visibility in terms of direct contact over there, physical presence in the social center. So very good. I don't know if there's any question for the previous participations. I know that at least after 2 hours of presentations, you might be a bit tired. No question. I will ask the same questions to the previous to the partners we've been receiving the good practices, to Zugló and Guimarães. What is the issue you are most proud of you have achieved thanks to participating in Tropa Verde? And in Zugló, maybe László or Rebecca might answer. I know she's there and connected as well. Whoever you want within your team.
Rebecca wants to. Do you want
László?
to comment something?
No, I think it's really great if László is answering, but I'm here and listening.
Okay.
So I think we are so proud about to organize or Zugló partners, cultural houses, and Zoo of Budapest and sport complex. So I think in Zugló there is a very good network in this Tropa Verde program, and our concept to give culture and sport facilities to people for separately collected waste. I think it is very nice, but we have very difficulties with this pandemic situation. Could you hear me what I? Hello.
Yvan, you are muted.
Sorry, yes. Sorry, I was mute. Thanks, Rebecca. Yeah, we could hear you perfectly, László. Thank you very much. I was saying Georgios has got his microphone on. Maybe he has to switch off. Rebecca, if you want to add something, yeah? Switch on your mic.
Yes, thank you. Hello, everybody. I just wanted to add something that we try to involve the schools in the waste collection, and there is a normal contest for schools, which is not organized by us, but a different NGO. And we contacted them, and we try to put our Tropa Verde program into this normal context between the schools and to involve the schools in Zugló, in our district. And we give them some extra rewards to the children and to the classes, and we try to connect the different programs about waste collection. I think this was a good point what we did, but otherwise I would say that the COVID is really it makes everything really much more difficult, because the direct contact between the people is so low that it's yeah, but I think all of you know it. It's just I wanted to mention that we are quite suffering from it, so thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Yes, we know we've been discussing it in our internal meetings also yesterday, the difficulties with the COVID, also for other partners, because you were the first ones to launch the platform in Zugló, and other partners who were about to launch it, they just stopped because they say it's not the right time. It's the case for Guimarães, for example, Dalila, yeah? And you mentioned it in your presentation. You are almost ready to attract users and so on, but decided to wait until March, Easter, more or less, yeah, to launch it for when people can really use, enjoy it in order to make sure that all these efforts and investments in publicity campaigning are worth the try. Yeah.
Yes, so we decided to stop because of that, because we have everything close to begin, and it was bad. COVID disrupted recycling, COVID closed stores, COVID closed restaurants. Guimarães is, we have a municipality with level risk of COVID cases. In Portugal, we have our communication are to COVID, our communication are to the people, to social problems, are not, we have something about environment, but about how we can do with masks, how we can do with our waste, COVID waste in our homes. The stores and the business are not ready to hear about our program, our project. The people are not ready to begin a new project, that they have to go to a green point, they have to separate. Most people begin to stop separating, stop recycling, because they mix it, the waste again. They didn't open the containers because they didn't want to put their hands in the containers. This pandemic changed the environment. When they say that the pandemics puts the environment good because the birds were coming. It's not good. The environment, it's good when the people are outside, where we don't have a pandemic, and we don't have that kind of problems, because social problem is an environmental problem. And now we are going to have very big social problems, and we have to begin with the environmental issues, and say to the people we have to recycling, and the people don't want to hear us. The people want to hear how I can pay the bills, how I can open my restaurants, how I can don't have an employment. So we have to be more creative in the future and in 2025. And next year we are going to try to begin this project, and we are going to make a great and a big communication to try to say it is to begin with environmental project, to stop, people want to hear something else too.
Yeah, let's hope Tropa Verde can help in this new challenging phase, post-COVID phase of reconnecting with people to go back to having a positive behavior and civic behavior in terms of recycling.
But the most important here in this project was the transnational project. It was very important. Have so many countries in this project talking about the problems with Greece and France, big cities, small cities, Guimarães, it's like Santiago, and this kind of projects are very interesting. It was great to be a part of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dalila. Thanks. Yes, I was going to say it. What was important in this URBACT project, exchange transfer network, is the exchange and all the process around the fact that, I mean, you are going a step ahead. You are trying to fully implement the good practice already, which was not an obligation project. The obligation is to try, and if it's better time for you to try next year after the COVID, it's good. It's good. You have worked on it. You have been transferring it. You have been trained by Santiago and Teimas on how to do it. You have been adapting the platform. You've been connecting all of you with all these ULG members. Many of them are present here today, and many of them haven't talked today because there is no space or time for everybody. But I would like to say a huge thank you to all of them, because I know they've contributed to the success of the project, which is not finalized. It's the end of a phase of transfer, but we still have till 4th of June, till the middle of June next year, to keep on progressing, to keep on exchanging, and to keep on promoting what we have done, promoting this Tropa Verde methodology, and sharing it with other cities, which is a bit our next challenge as a network, to showcase that, as you have done it today a bit, so it was more internal, maybe, to showcase to other cities that it is possible to implement this kind of project. Oops, no. I hope I haven't left. Can you still see me?
Yes, Ivan, you're still there.
Okay, I was do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. So just conclusions, main challenge, and so on. We have something we've been commenting these days. Of course, all these, and it was said in the last presentation, all the post-COVID launches and public awareness campaigns to reach more users, more citizens, and more collaborators. That's one of the key challenges for the next period. There is a key challenge also of internal, and that you've been working on, to guarantee the sustainability of Tropa Verde after the end of the project, to make sure that you have the key human resources to be able to keep the network, your local network, alive, and your campaigns alive. And as mentioned, the key challenge also for Tropa Verde as a transfer network, to transfer it to other cities. And we have discussed it in the past, to include a new in the already well-known reuse, reduce, recycle, which is reward. That's the philosophy behind Tropa Verde. I would like to thank you all for having joined us today. I hope you have learned a bit more about what Tropa Verde is about. I'm glad that the partners have had this opportunity to share from a transnational perspective all the different progress they have made and they are making on. We will keep you all informed about our project. We'll have a final conference in May next year. And also, please feel free, I invite you to follow us, not only in your local networks, social networks, but also in the official URBACT Tropa Verde Twitter account, where you can get more news about our project. That's all for me. It's been a bit longer. We expected it. I hope it's not a problem for you all. Thanks for having stayed with us. Thank you very much also to Santiago for hosting it on your Zoom platform, for recording it. We will share the record. It will be available on Basecamp and with a corresponding link also on the social networks, to make sure that anyone can access to it and learn from all of you. And I really look forward to all next steps and see next progress. Keep on working that well on the project, please, all of you. And thanks for all the outsiders outcomers who joined today as well. It's a pleasure to showcase and to explain the project with all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks to you, Ivan.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
See you next year. Present.
See you. Bye.
Bueno, Carmen, gracias.